Guys, this is PK from PK Tech Tips. Today we are building a $400 great 1080p gaming PC build. Now this PC build is for games like Overwatch, Counter-Strike at max settings 1080p. As the GTX 1070 and RX 480 they are coming very soon. We didn't thought to go for a big gaming PC build, and haven't made a low budget gaming PC build from lots of days, so I thought to go for a budget PC build this time. So what's that? Now moving on, we have first the processor, and we've gone for the AMD FX 6300. Nowadays if you go to Intel this time, you don't have a lot big core processor. The quad core processors are pretty costly, and the dual core are even sanely pretty costly. But seeing this is the AMD 6300, which is compatible almost like an i5 third generation for $95. And as it's a hexa-core processor, you can easily edit videos, play games on a decent setting easily without having to have any stutter or tearing. And you shouldn't expect a lot from a $95 CPU, to be honest. Next comes the motherboard, and the motherboard we have gone for is ASUS M5A78L AM3 plus CPU support motherboard. We got for this because it's a very nice one with 64GB RAM support. It has a little EMI, 8-channel audio, a GB LAN, VGA, 2 HDMI, PCIe 2.0 x16 support, SLI support, and a core on-clocker, which will help you to easily configure to overclock your CPU without having to have any problem. You have around 4 SATA rates. This is absolutely way for just $53. It's amazing. This motherboard is great, to be honest. Now for the RAM, we've gone for a Kingston Hyper Fury X 8GB DDR3 RAM. We've gone for this because DDR3 RAM, Kingston high quality RAM clocked at 2100 MHz is just for $30. And for a 1080p PC, you won't ever need 16 GB of RAM because 8 GB is enough to play most of the 1080p games at max settings without having to have any sort of problem. And you're getting a so high quality Kingston RAM with a very high quality clock speed for just $30, which is an insane deal, to be honest. For the storage, we've gone for simply Western Digital CAVIAR Blue 1TB 7200 RPM HDD. Simple nowadays for like getting a load bigger, like fast normal games are coming like 60-70 gigabits. Even if you see after putting the DLC, the games are getting up to 100 gigabit, which is pretty, difficult to store it with a small storage device. So we've simply gone for a 1 TB hard disk, which has a good read and write speed, and for just $47, it's an absolutely great deal you would be looking for. And 1 TB enough for games and operating system. For the graphics card, we have gone for an NVIDIA GTX 950 2GB version from MSI. We've gone for this because this is just $116, and for GPU less than $120 with 2 GB of VRAM, you can play most of your 1080p games at max and ultra setting at around 1080p resolution without having any problem. And for a $116 GPU, you can expect only to play 1080p games at max settings. Then comes the power supply, and the power supply we have gone for is the CORSIAR CX430. It's exactly enough for it. This build, the build needs around 410 watt, and this is 430, so enough. But if you are thinking in the future to get over onto an SLI of 950, then you can get a CORSIAR CX600 watt. But for this build, we've gone for the CORSIAR CX430. For the case, we've gone for the NZXT Source 210. It's a large case with a DVD drive and floppy drive, and it's pretty good. You have a chain inside to keep all the wires away from your cables, and it has a large space and 4 drive spaces to keep your drives, and there is a lot of beautiful features in it, to be honest. So guys, this was the build. This build is going to cost you $404. This $4 extra, and for $404 you can play most of your today's game at 1080p medium to high settings, and depends on the game when you play, it will vary. So guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit like, comment me below dislike if you didn't, because we are not afraid of dislikes. See you in the next one.